Hey everybody, it's Justin at Distilled 405. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've got a little bit of a rare treat. Well, treat for you to watch, treat for me to taste. Unless you've got it too. I hope you do. It's a hard find, but today we're going to be looking at Cadenhead's classic Highland Pure Malt whiskey. And you might be wondering, what is that? And it's a good question. It's a vatted malt, meaning blend. You don't really know what's in it. I tried to do some research on this, but it's just difficult. It's a very hard one to find, but nonetheless, Cadenhead is known for the purity of what it is they blend, which I appreciate. They don't use any chill filtering. They don't add any colors to their Scotch. They don't. It's just natural, and I appreciate that so much because I feel like, let me get my soapbox out here. But I feel like when you're making something like a whiskey, it's like an art, that's why it's different than just something you throw in a mixed drink or some, and not to trash on let me go to beer for a second. There's like your craft beers that are delicious, that you have not tasted this before, and then there's Coors Light. I expect the process and the art in that craft beer to be higher than than Coors Light. Not to say anything bad about Coors Light, I like it, but I feel like that's how Scotch should be handled. I don't want something that's been mass produced on a McDonald's level when it comes to whiskey. I want something that it's taken care and preparation in the making and from start to finish, right? I appreciate that, and it takes time, right? And time is money, so it costs more on the distiller side. But I think in the long run, you get something that's special, something that's not like Black Scott, for instance. I know that's kind of, if you've watched the other videos, I've kind of referenced that as the bottom of the barrel Scotch whiskey that you could ever buy. It's basically rubbing alcohol with coloring in it. It is the worst whiskey I've ever had. But anyway, we're not reviewing that, so we're reviewing something much better. So, and you can just see that in the color. You can just see the quality there. You can even, let me see if I can get, there's some, yeah, there we go. Well, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can. But there's like some sediment at the bottom, which means that, not that it sounded like gross, like I don't want to drink the sediment, but that's when you know you're getting something very original. So, but like a little story behind this, I got I always give a story. So I got this when I was visiting Daniel up in Edmond, and it kind of looks old, like the labeling, and surprisingly, guess what? It is. The only thing I could find on Google was a post from 2008 asking, and this was the post, like, does anybody know where I can buy that again? So it's obviously been discontinued, maybe as long as, I guess now, as of today, 11 years ago. So if you guys can find it, it's a real treat. As you see, I've been enjoying it, here a little bit, but just a good all-around blended whiskey. If you try to go on their website, Cadenhead, they don't show this either. So it means that, shoot, this might be something that's 20 years old in the bottle, and I just don't know about it. But typical price range is, or at least for what I bought it for, what was it? It was like $35. So for the price, non-chill filtered, no color added, the quality that you get, I'd buy 2 more bottles if I could. But let's go ahead and a little drink here. So as you can see, just that good all-around color in the glass. Again, it's Cadenhead, so you're not getting anything that's no additives to it. Man, it's bright. I get the I always can taste like if a whiskey has salt in it. I guess just I like that saltiness to a Scotch. So you definitely get that. It's like a sea breeze. You're just on the shores of Scotland, with this bottle and the sea and your your whiskey meet, and oh, it's just, that's where it puts me. To be there now. Getting some floral notes on this again. That salty brine kind of like that note on the nose. A little bit of caramel and a little bit of floralness as well, which I always like. I always like that. It just makes a good all around whiskey for this category. It's definitely a really good Highland blend of whiskeys. Whatever this blend is. Again, tried to find out for you guys, but couldn't find a single thing. So comment, let me know if you know more about this, or if you've had it yourself. Please let me know. I feel like it's a really rare find now after it's been discontinued, but let me know if you guys have tried this and what your thoughts are. Really good. It kind of reminds me of Highland Park a little bit, so maybe that is in the flavoring. I again, not sure which Highland Park. I've had a few, but it just reminds me of that flavor, that Highland Park baseline flavor. Cheers if you're drinking along with me. I'm gonna go for a second dip here. Oh, it's just so smooth. Bottled at 50%, it's a very smooth 50. And I wish I had one more bottle of this stuff just to save and open years from now. To me, this is just a fantastic whiskey. There's a lot of flavor to it, a little bit of a sweet flavor. Not like sugary sweet, but more of like a brown sugar note to it. Again, very floral. If I can sum this up, I'd add on that sea saltness with just a really good taste of the barrel. It's just a very well balanced, well rounded flavor for a Scotch, especially at 50%. And you know me, I love things that are at 50 or above. 45 is kind of like, okay, you've got me interested, but 50 and above is just great. So again, Cadenheads, I wish you had more of this. If by some miracle you're watching and you have a bottle, please let me know. I will gladly get it over here to the US for myself. But anyway, guys, if you can find this one, hunt for it. It's a good one. But other than that, I sure hope that I can get a bottle of this again. Would I buy it again? You bet. As far as a rating system goes, I'm not quite sure what kind of rating system I want to use. You know, like 1 to 10 is always typical and common. ABC kind of reminds me of being in college and taking classes, which I don't care to think about anymore. I've graduated, so I'm good. I don't want any memories of that. I will go with 9 through 10. If I could give this a rating, 9 through 10, we'll say this time. Let me just, because I want another sip and I absolutely need to give you an accurate opinion here. Let me one more time. Ooh, I'd put that at an 8.5, maybe 8.8. How about between 8.5 and 8.8? I think that's a good range for it. You know what? Let me give it 8.8 because I have to say, I gotta give credit for how they made this. For the fact it's 50%, well-rounded, super flavorful, and not harsh on the palate. They pulled off pretty well. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching so much. Love to hear from you as always. So comment below. I'll respond back pretty quick. Follow us on Instagram. We're on Facebook too, but Instagram's a great way to stay on top of what we're doing throughout the week and give your input as far as what reviews you want us to review. If there's anything you want me to if there's anything you're considering of buying, let us know. We'll definitely see if we can. If we don't have it already, we'll try to get it and review it for you. So anyway, You guys take care, have a great day, and thanks for watching Distill 405.